Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the Red Heart Flower Power all-in-one. This makes a granny square that has a flower in it, and I thought this was adorable. I really liked all of the colors. I picked out two that I knew that I would enjoy using and making. The first one here that's pink and white, different colors of that sort, is Cherry Blossom. And this one, the color is Daisy Dew. All of the yarns are the same. Specs on the yarn. It is a medium weight 4. It is 100% acrylic. It is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 417 yards, 381 meters. One ball will make 12 squares. There is directions on the square on Yarnspiration's website, and I printed it out so that I could check it out. This one starts with the darkest red, or darkest pink, I guess, and then goes out to white. So we got the middle of the flower, dark pink, and then lighter pink for the petals, and then the outer border is white. So what does it call for? Pattern says an eye hook. So I'm gonna take the ball band off and see if I needed to even print it out. I scanned the QR code and it told me that I had to confirm I wasn't a robot, and then took me to something else, so whatever. I just went to Yarnspiration's website. Yeah, yep, sure is in here. I ripped that baby right in half. Yeah, it's the same one. It's the motif, so that, I mean, it's perfectly fine because I already printed it out. So it calls for an eye hook. I'm gonna try. I will try with an eye hook. So I need to grab an eye hook and I'll be right back to you. Okay. I have my pink tourmaline hook. This is from O Fire. This is one of the birthstones for October. I am an affiliate for O Fire, so if you are interested in purchasing from them, I would absolutely adore you if you used my link. That helps me out a lot on the channel. Okay, starting with the darkest pink, you can see here that there is a teeny tiny bit of white. That lets you know that this color is just starting. It says on the pattern to leave 4 inches for your beginning tail. So sticking my hook in there, making sure I leave a 4-inch tail, starting with that color, and then create my slip knot. Now I crochet loosely, so I am predicting that I will not have enough yarn to finish the flower power granny square, because, you know, it just makes logical sense that I'm not going to have the right amount of yarn. So looking over the pattern here, round 2 and 3 will be worked in color 2, so the lighter pink. So the first round should be all dark pink, and then round 2 and 3 should be in the lighter pink, and then after that it should be the almost white color. It's like a cream. It's not a white. It's like a cream. There's hair on there. By the way, the yarn feels great. It's not scratchy or anything. Reading the notes in the pattern. Do you know it's very helpful to read over a pattern entirely before you start it? I remember back in the day when I was new, I did not do that. And I think it would have done me a lot of good to do that, So when I write my patterns now, I always say, please read through the entire pattern entirely before starting. Okay, chain 4 and then you join. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Join. Now this first one I do in pink. So hey, I almost got there. So close, right? So I'm going to pull back just a little bit and maybe make the last few a little bit tighter. Work towards more of the end down here. Maybe that's part of it, is that I should be using a hook that is all the way up the same size. A lot of times the ergonomic hooks get bigger, and if I'm using that, yeah, see, it's not helping. Okay, I'm gonna switch hooks really quick. Okay, I recently was talking about this hook compared to the big twist hook. So it's sitting right here next to me. I might as well use it. Going back to my chain 4 here and starting again. What I meant by that was this is consistently 5.5 millimeter. O-fire and those get larger as it goes down to your handle. So maybe that'll make a difference. I am putting just a little more tension in my stitches than I normally would. If I'm relaxing, I don't put a lot of tension in my stitches. I just don't do that. There's no reason to create more stress on my hands. Wow, that made a big difference. I have too much. All right, so I'm gonna use this hook and I'm gonna crochet normally without tension and see where it gets me. I mean, obviously there's gonna be some tension, but I was going pretty rough with the tension there. So I'll just kinda do it. I ended up short again. Yeah, I have to use the tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I got to use some tension there. All right, pulling back just a few. I need 4 more. 6, 7, 8. We're going to call that a win. We're going to call that a win. All right. So I got my 9 that it asks for me to do, and then I'm supposed to join it. And then we move on to the light pink. Oh, I missed the pointiness. Okay. Yeah, that definitely reads weird. I figure if I pull out enough to know where my pink ends, that will help me know if I need to adjust my tension. So at the end of this round, I need to be to where the pink ends and the off-white begins. So I think I'm gonna run out, but getting so close. I know I'm not gonna have enough yarn. Okay, last one. Okay, where? Right here. So maybe I didn't need to be so tight on my last few stitches. I was working real hard on that. I'll put back to there. Kind of just do it normal. Oops, wrong. It's still right there. That's pretty darn good. Okay. So maybe less worrying about my tension. It's hard though, right? Because, I mean, I guess I'm redoing it anyway, right? But okay, calling that a win. Calling that a win. It's curling up, but I think once it's blocked, it will be fine. All right, so the 4th, 5th, and 6th round. So the 4th round, the 3rd color starts, and then you work those until the end of 6. So that's tough. That's 3 rounds that I have to make it work. Should be okay though. I mean, I'm doing pretty good right now. So what do I slip stitch to? Top of the chain 3. Okay. Now at the beginning of the pattern, it says to leave 24 inches or 61 centimeters tail. Leave that as a tail of your 3rd color at the end when you're done with a motif. I don't know. I guess it's for joining them. It's got to be for joining them, right? Otherwise, what would you do with it? So 24 inches is 2 foot. So I'll definitely have enough to, I know I'll have enough to do the rounds. The thing is, do I super worry about that? Do I worry about it, or do I just do each motif and then join it with whatever color I want? Yeah, that would kind of be a cheat to this and make it less stressful, I think, because so far it's been pretty painless. I guess what I'll do is I will just work it up and see where it needs to, see where it will land when I'm done with the last round. So I'm just going to work it up, and you don't have to sit here and watch me go through all of it. I'll fast forward, and at the end I will see how much I have left on my tail and then decide what I want to do about that. So yeah, I'm just going to work up the rest of my square, starting with round 4. Okay. So without thinking about my tension, I used the 24 inches. Wow. That's funny. So, I mean, I don't know. I probably would pull back on this one just a little bit and tighten it up so that I would have enough to do the 4 inches for the next color. And I think I would just, I wouldn't use this yarn to join, I guess. If that's what the 24 inches is for, I'm assuming that is what it is for, but I used it all up. But I made a cute granny square. So I think I'll pull back on this just a few so that I have, because you need a 4-inch tail, right, when you're starting. I think I'll pull back and probably make some of these stitches a little bit tighter around the edge here so that I end up with enough to where I can start with enough to weave in the end of this one and then start fresh with a new pink one. So I'm just going to tighten up my tension a bit. I was not tightening it at all. I was just working previously. So you know I'm a loose crocheter because I used 2 extra foot that normally wouldn't have been allowed. And you know, I could drop down a hook size as well and then have that extra 24 inches to join them. I honestly think it would be cute if you use the super dark pink to join them. Okay, so that made a big difference. Look at my work though. Like, you have to block these. There's no choice in the matter. Yeah, I think if I went down a hook size, quite honestly, I probably would be all right as far as getting around to the right amount for the last section. But like, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be more of the dark pink. It's like just a blotch there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I am going to work it just as I have been. I might choose a different hook just because the end of this one is a little large and I have a harder time getting in and out of stitches when I have a lot of tension there. So I might switch up my hook and give it another whirl with like I'll probably use my clovers, to be honest. I think that would work the best. See if that works out better. Heck, maybe I'll even end up with a bunch of cream at the end. I don't know. But I think personally it would look better if there was more of the dark pink. So less stress on me for creating the squares without worrying about the 24 inches at the end of each. I think I'm just gonna work up the squares and find some of this. This looks like dark raspberry, and I don't even know if that's a thing anymore as far as Red Hearts yarns go, or the berry color in the With Love. Anything actually would be cute, even if something was in between these two to join them all together. I think it'd be super sweet. So I'll probably do that. And yeah, maybe I'll go watch TV and do that. I don't know. It sounds like fun. The other color is more of like a darker theme. And while I think it's really cute, I really want to work up the pink. Like, I'm really down for that right now. So I think I'm going to do that. I like this yarn. So when I first did the square yarn, it frustrated me greatly. I tried and tried and tried and tried, and it just didn't work. I feel like this is easier as far as the colors go, and I don't know. I enjoyed it way more than I did the other one. I did not make granny squares with my all-in-one granny square yarn. I made a blanket for my mother, and I have shared that on the channel. It is, it's beautiful. It is not granny square. It just, I used the color as it came. I didn't stress, I didn't worry, and I loved it. She adores it. So that's all that matters. If you don't want to make this granny square, you are never obligated to do that. Do whatever you want. Who cares? Do whatever you want. I just was testing it to see if I could do it, because sometimes things are a personal challenge. Now, I need to cut this off, and then I need to go 4 inches in and repeat the whole process again. And then I will find a pink yarn that is going to work for this, and get these all laid out in a row. And then I'm going to join them because I think this would be an adorable blanket. So I am going to do that. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Go check this out. The only place that I knew where it was Your Inspirations when it came out. I posted that on my community page, so you could all take advantage of that as well. I really like the colors in this one a lot. The all-in-one granny square, I loved most of the colors in that as well too. So they're really good at doing color. They always have. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye.